Coming from the Caveman Studios in Buffalo, New York. Welcome to Caveman Corner with your host, Jeff.
Captain Caveman!
Dennis.
Click subscribe and the bell. Do it now!
All right, we're here live. We just booked this one while we were in the middle of another podcast. We have another amazing fight. We got Dennis Opolentisima. I'll get it.
Yeah.
Opolentisima.
Opolentisima.
Opolentisima. We'll get it. And Tyler Robinson. Your name's easy to say, dog. So hopefully you do all the damage so I don't have to stumble over my words. No offense, Dennis.
I got you.
All right. So we got Team Empire versus Team Booma. I don't think we've had too many of these fights. Last time you stepped into the cage, Tyler, you were very underprepared. You got 7 days notice, 8 days notice. I know I came in and you were practicing MMA for the very first time, about to take an MMA fight. And then you're like, how about not?
Yeah, dude, I was like, Josh, let's get some rounds in. Let's see how it goes. I realized immediately I didn't have the gas to do that. I was sick. I got sick probably like a week before too. It was like, you get that phlegm that you can never get out of your esophagus. It's just like that sticky shit. I was mad sick, but I prayed for it, and it all came through. So I was definitely hungry for a fight. I jumped to I took like 5 pounds less. I knew I was supposed to fight at 160, but he was like, hey, I got a fight at 155. I was like, let's do it.
All right, man, that was awesome. You jumped up last minute. Dennis, you kind of did the opposite. You're like, man, I want to fight no matter who it is. And you went up a weight class and you fought bigger dudes. And now you guys are both finally fighting the right size, a match you both agreed to. Both got full training camps. How does that feel for you, Dennis?
No, I'm excited because honestly, I was like trying to do my homework on Tyler, and I was like, I went on Tapology. I'm like, how tall is this dude? Because Jake had inches on me, Boss had inches on me. So I'm excited to fight somebody a little closer to my height, and whoever it is. I saw his last fight. I know he's got the power, and then he came out there doing his thing, and so I know it's not going to be easy work, and so I've been preparing for. I never prepare for anything other than the best version of who it is that I'm fighting.
So everyone says that you have the huge power advantage, Tyler, but I seen Dennis putting up an ungodly amount of weight on the bench press there, and I'm not sure that we're giving Dennis enough credit for how strong he is, and I also think that you're getting a lot of under credit, Tyler, for about how good your skill set is. I think you have a lot of precision, not just power, and I think not only do you have precision, you have power too. So this matchup has been saying it's precision against power. I think it's two pretty accurate punchers with both with power fighting each other, and I'm very excited to see this matchup.
Yeah, I think that's an accurate assessment. I definitely try to be accurate with my shots. I think that being my first fight and everything, I was seeing a little bit of kill. You know what I mean? Every shot. After I watched it, I looked at it, I'm like, dude, every shot I was throwing to kill. You gotta pace yourself, especially with me being sick and whatnot. I definitely, when that fight ended, that's when it needed to end. I'll just say that. But I definitely believe my precision is better than people are giving me credit for. I'll definitely be on point.
Yeah, so this might be a little bit training room stories, but I've seen you train, man. I watch you spar, and I know that you're not just a power fighter. You're pretty accurate, and you have good movement too. Your movement's a little bit underrated. I don't like I know like it's a gimmick to sell precision versus power. This is a great fight, but like this is a complete fight. This is two complete fighters fighting each other, and I'm excited that I got a chance to get you both on the podcast to talk about this. When this match was signed, I was like, oh man, this is like a very interesting fight. And I know Dennis loves to talk, so I knew we had to get Dennis back on to talk about it. And that you guys were both commenting on Nick's is like it just worked out perfect to get you guys both on. So Dennis, what do you think about my assessment? How do you feel about that assessment? Because you got a lot of power, dude, for 55.
Yeah, so I think it's a pretty accurate assessment. And I think over the years, as I've been doing this for, I would say, a little over 3 years now. And I think earlier on, I committed more on my power. And but training with coaches like Coach Chris or Coach Wally, they're so technical, they want us to perform not just in a fight, but it just in sparring all around. They want us to be smart fighters, and they want us to take care of ourselves. And so over the last like year and a half, I've really just been working on just being a smarter fighter, not just going in there like sparring, not just sparring without a purpose, having direction in my sparring and so forth. And so yeah, I think it's a pretty accurate assessment.
I like that because both you guys are really good, and like people don't understand like when you move down from 70 to 55, that's a huge power difference. You were like backing up 70 pounders, dude. Like that does say a lot for me. Like Nick Walker talked about a lot in the last podcast, and like those are big dudes that are like you're backing up with your power, and you've always been the smaller guy, man. And you had that Team Empire cardio. I've never ever seen you even look tired in a match, even though you say you were tired. You didn't look tired at all in either one of your two fights. Now, Tyler, I got on you a little bit on the broadcast. I apologize to it. I know that you did not have a full training camp, and I was like, man, he looks really, really tired right now. What's having a full camp gonna do for your cardio?
Oh, that's like all I've been focusing on. I literally dwell on that. The fact that I was sick. I know that I was like, I definitely could have made it further in that fight. And but the fact that I haven't been that 3 rounds, you know what I mean? I know Dennis has been that 3 rounds. I've done my recon as well. Um, that's new territory for me. You know what I'm saying? So I've definitely been focusing on my cardio. I had I had some guys come through today to the crib, and we got some sparring rounds in, and we just go. And I'm thankful for everybody that came through. Thank you. You're part of the process. So um, that won't be taken for granted.
Hey, this is open to both you guys, but since you're more local, Tyler, we do sparring Sunday nights at my gym, like 4 till whenever. And we had a couple of guys from Spar come in today. The week before, we had the Kinetics guys that are fighting come in. Like I open up the gym to all the K4, all the Empire guys are always invited. I talk a lot of shit about you guys, so I always want the door open so you guys can punch me in the face, man. Like I like like I was telling Nick, I feel bad. Like if I talk about you, I want you guys to be able to step on the floor with me and punch me in the face. I've been up to your gym a couple of times to spar too. I don't think we had the opportunity to spar yet that I remember. At least not since I knew you were a fighter. But I would love to get some rounds in with you too. And Dennis, I would be honored to get some rounds in with you whenever we can get an opportunity to get some rounds in. I know we're a little bit farther apart, but I like my gym's like Switzerland. I want all the K4 guys to come in and like I want to try and pump all you guys. So it's not like I want you to win or I want you to win. It's like, man, I want the whole area and the whole community to be better. And like just make it, we fight each other, but like have some respect for each other and make each other better. That's what the goal is for me at least. Obviously, your guys' goal is to win, but after you win or after you lose, then like we just want to get better.
Yeah, most definitely. I feel that honestly, I've been like reflecting on just like the fight game period, and that you fight, they're your enemy, but you're going to learn something from them. They're actually going to propel you in your life, which is crazy because you got a lot of friends that and family that won't even do that for you. So I respect everybody that I fight, everybody that I spar, everybody that cracks me in the jaw. all of that because it's gonna make me better, and that's ultimately the people that I want to be around. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna shoot this one to you, Dennis, because I think you might have an interesting take on this one, being a pastor and like dealing with violence and like it's not really violence when like it's a contest, you know. So what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I've had to do a lot of reflecting on that myself. Uh, and like for me, and I've consulted with other pastors, and some of there's like varying positions on the idea of Christians fighting and playing or entering into combat sports. But for me, at the end of the day, and my convictions, like it deals more with the motivation and intent of the heart. There is violence involved, but is there like my approach in entering into the cage is not like out of animosity. I view it as competitive, just like football would be competitive, which is crazy when Christians talk about like, oh, you shouldn't be fighting in combat sports when there's so much CTE that happens in football. And you say anything like that. And so for me, motive of my heart of getting in else. Ill intent. There's malicious intent coming from my heart. I come in there wanting to test my skills, see where I'm at, and to me, it's just a competitive, another competitive sport. So that's kind of like my position on
I gotta say, um, as a group of fighters, it's a lot different than I've done fighting. I've seen a bunch of football guys, and the football guys are way more about hurting the team than the fighters are. The fighters just want to get in and out and win, for sure. So I agree with you on that point, Dennis. Um, we got all the niceties out of the way. We've been nice to
Time
each
out.
other, cordial.
Before we get there, shout out to the
Hey,
football players. Played at the collegiate level. Got to give shout out to the football players.
Oh, for sure, Doc. For sure, they're some of the best athletes in the world.
yep.
When you watch an elite level, so I don't know if you had the opportunity to train with Josh Roth yet from Kinetics. He's in WTBA. He's like a super good Muay Thai guy. He's under crew Mark, one of me and Keith's associates, and like he barely made the Bills team, and he's like a super athlete. He's like one of the best athletes I've ever trained with, and he wasn't a good enough athlete to make the NFL. So like before anyone goes talking about football players, man, there is a lot of God-given athletic talent and a
Yep.
lot of hard work. And I'm not saying that in a derogatory manner. I'm just saying like football players are more, I think, more malicious than fighters. They're like, man, we're gonna hurt these guys. Like you play dog. You're over there smiling.
So it's warrior mentality, Just
Yeah,
kill or be
yeah,
killed. Yeah, even amongst the teams, even
yeah,
amongst
for
your own
sure.
team.
Even the offense and the defense, man. The defensive guys are always like, yeah, we're gonna blow up 32, and he ain't gonna make it through the rest of practice. Like, yeah, I know, dog. I've been in the trenches too. Like, I know how it goes, man. Like, um, I've never seen people fighters say that too often. They're like, oh man, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna blow this guy up, but no one's like, I'm gonna kill this guy. He's never gonna play again. Like, it's different. Like, they might not mean it when they say it, but it's like a different attitude that we bring into it because we know that could be us on the other side, and there's no other teammates to back us up. Like, it's just me and you in the ring. So one of us gonna win, one of us gonna lose, one of us going to be more hurt than the other one. It's just how it's going to be. So I think we get a different level of humble too. And I don't think there's anything wrong with being humble in life. And I found like a lot of fighters have deep beliefs, and it's really a good sport for a lot of people.
Yep. No, on another note, too, as I've reflected, because I've before getting into Muay Thai, I've been a boxing fan for a long time, and just realizing that the reality is like whether it's amateur or professional, like guys stepping in there are putting their lives at risk, and so I with that in mind. I have nothing but respect for another guy that's willing to step in the cage with me to put his life on the line. And it's not that we're intentionally trying to kill the other person, but like that is the reality. And so for somebody willing to step in the cage with me and put that kind of risk on the line, as well as put in the training in what they're doing to give us a good match, to give people a good match and so forth. It's just nothing but respect on my end. I feel like at this stage of my life, I don't have enough time and energy. It takes more time and energy to hate with anger and so forth. And I think I can accomplish having good moral standards and being competitive at the same time, even as a Christian. And so I choose the latter, which is more respectful. And that's again, that's kudos to my coaches for promoting not just being fighters, but most of all the lifestyle of a martial artist. Love what Coach Wally and Coach Chris promoted at the gym.
I gotta say that Crew Keith is like and all the dealings I've ever had with Crew Keith, he's the same way. That's Mr. Robinson's coach, and he's an awesome guy too, man. Like you couldn't have a better coach than Keith for this fight, and hopefully like you and Keith and Josh and you all have been getting to work in. Who do you mostly train with over there, Tyler?
At Boomer,
Yeah.
everybody. I like to mix it up with everybody there, get as many looks as possible. I like to be able to adapt, you know?
I know that they do the Saturday sparrings, and like we've been over there. I brought my guys over there a few times too. So you get lots of looks from a lot of local guys. Vega and all them guys jump in there too. So
Yeah,
a
it's
lot of
definitely.
the Empire Academy's enemies are on that list, but they're not really enemies like we just said. Uh, I like that we have a community that we all get together and we all get to train. I'm trying to do the same thing at my gym, and I want everyone to come, not just like the Buffalo guys. Like everyone's always invited. I want it to be a place of learning for us all to get better. And now that we're done with the hippie talk, let's get rid of the hippie stuff and let's talk about this fight a little bit. Um, how do you see this fight go? We'll start with you, Tyler. How do you see this fight going, and how do you see yourself winning? I'm going to give you the same question. I don't think he's going to, like, I'm not saying that he's going to win. I'm going to ask you the same question in the same manner, so I'm not disrespectful to either of you. But you got the floor, Tyler. How do you think this fight's going to go?
Well, I've been visualizing it. I see a war, you know. I was telling myself that since the fact I know that he's been through those 3 rounds, uh, I wanna see what he's got. But like Mike Tyson said, you get punched in the mouth, all plans go out the window. So, um, I'm going to adapt. I have the gifts, I got the brains, so I'm not. I just need to be confident in my training.
I like that. Dennis, same question to you. How do you think the fight's going to go, and how do you see yourself winning this fight?
Yeah, I agree with Tyler on that, man. I think it's going to be a battle. Um, and especially with him having a full fight camp, I think we're going to be in there well prepared. And as far as the victory goes, I like when I had my with being a boss. Um, I said I was going to come out the victor, so forth, and I think the Lord allowed me to eat a little bit of humble pie there, and allowed me to take defeat. And you know what? All I'm going to say is, may the best man win. I'm focused on. I have been visualizing like how I'm going to execute my game plan and what I've been and my game and so forth. And so I'm just gonna go in there with the confidence of knowing that I've prepared well, my discipline, diet and everything. And so, with that said, it's may the best man win, man. That's all I can say.
All right, I'm gonna ask you a question about the one part of the fight. I'm not sure how it's gonna go. I haven't been in the clinch with Tyler, so I'm not giving away any training secrets. I honestly don't know how your clinch is. And Dennis, I know you've been in the clinch, but you've been in the clinch with these giant dudes. So how do you guys see the clinch game playing out between the two of you?
I would say that that's been a point of focus as well. I've made it a point to get into clinch with bigger guys just to make sure that I don't get worn out in the clinch. I know it's a big transition going from striking to clinching. That was like a big a big issue for the MMA aspect. You know what I mean? So that's definitely been something I've been focusing on. Uh, I've had I've gotten in there with Mr. Vega. That's something I need to work on for sure. I'll just say that. But with the bigger guys, I'm hoping that experience is gonna help a lot in this fight coming up.
Awesome. And then Dennis, how do you think the clinch is going to go?
Well, like that's also something that I've one of my games that I need to work on. But like when I was in there with work on that in real time and not just in sparring and I've got two guys that I'm able to work on the clinch with a little bit over at my gym. One of the top guys. I got to work on that especially in the last camp with Malik. Um, and he's solid guy in the clinch and so forth. And that's why prior actually to coming into this fight camp, like 2 months prior to the fight camp, I was working on. I was trying to focus on strength training a lot, and coming into this fight camp, I felt I felt how that affected that just added to the condition that I have this fight camp, and so we'll see how that pays off.
All right. And Tyler, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to ask you this question. Uh, how do you think the third round is going to go? So, like, for me, I see this is going to be a battle. I think the first round, you guys are going to exchange bombs, and you're both going to be like, oh man, like, Caveman wasn't lying. We're both very accurate and both hit very hard. And, like, I'm excited. The whole crowd is going to go wild that first round because it's going to be an exciting first round. I guarantee that. I think you both be standing. Dennis is a tough ass dude, man, and I know you're tough too. And I can't see either one of you guys going down. Dennis been shot, he's lived a life, dog. And I know that you've been living a life in the gym too. And like I see this first round being a war, so I think it's going to turn into a battle of attrition. So I think whoever wins the third round is going to win this fight. And like, are you going to be able to go through to the third round?
To be honest with you, I don't even see a third round happening. I don't. I just see us. I see it being a firefight for real, for real. Um, yes, he's fought bigger guys. I don't I don't think he's fought guys with that are capable of making as good as movements. I just think I'm very athletic. I think I'm gonna be able to make some angles that others didn't make on him. Um, and like it's either way. One of us is going down, and I just don't see it going to the third period.
All right, I like the sound of that, man. I think the fans like the sound of that too. I'll make a little clip of that because that's a cool clip. Dennis, I know you're going to have gas in the third round. Do you agree with his assessment that one of you guys is going to go down before that?
It's whoever can make it happen, right? But I train for. I want to train smart. I want to fight smart, and so if I've just got to be prepared for whatever he has. If he tries to take it out, tries to get an early finish, whether it's in the second round or whatnot, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna have to just adjust to whatever he brings to the table. So, but if it does go down, it's I think at that point it's a battle of the wills. Who wants it more at that point? You know. Um, so
So Tyler brought up an interesting point. You've been fighting bigger guys. Tyler's obviously going to be a little bit smaller, and he's definitely a physical specimen, so he's going to be a lot more athletic. Jake was a pretty big athletic guy, Szymanski, and you were able to deal with him. I'm not sure. I haven't seen Tyler move enough to know if he's faster than Jake, but I would say so. Jake's a little bit slow of foot. He's like pretty muscle bound. Do you think you're going to have a hard time dealing with Tyler's speed?
I saw his movements fight, and I think that with just based on what I should be able to adjust and adapt to that kind of style. But again, that was the last fight. He might bring something different, and he didn't have a full fight. And so for me, it's just adjusting to that style, learning how to adjust. So if it's more about me downloading the information and being able to adjust to whatever is coming my way. So.
Yeah, I think Zach probably thought he was going to be able to adjust too until Tyler unloaded on him. That was a amazing quick knockout, and I don't think he was Zach Cheek was ready to eat that shot, man, and you put him right down quick, and that was pretty impressive, dog. Like, I wasn't expecting that, and I'm sure he wasn't expecting that. Like I thought you were like fatigued, and you exploded into that motion, and like you made the angle quick, and you dropped him. And I've seen you make angles in the gym. I know how quick you are. Um, I haven't really moved with Jake enough to know how quick he is. I know Dennis fought a boss, and a boss moves completely different than you because he's trying to set up those kicks. So I would agree with a boss being slower because he's trying to set up his footwork. Jake tries to make angles, but I think he's a lot slower too. It's hard to tell because I never really like was as close to Jake as I was with you. I was watching on TV and in the cage. It's a little bit hard to tell the sense of how fast it is when we're calling the fights. But I do think that Dennis is going to be a little bit surprised by your speed. And I think you're going to be surprised by how tough Dennis is, dude, because Dennis is a tough ass dude. Like, I say this about a lot of people, but there's two guys that are truly mean about. Travis Rivolo is like one of the toughest guys I've ever seen because he's taken some beatings that would like kill a normal man. He just keeps going. And then Dennis is a tough ass dude too. Like, dude, that Jake fight, I thought your head was gonna come off a couple times. Like he cracked you so clean a couple times. Your head, like, I thought your brain was gonna come out the back of your head, dude. And you're just like, whatever. You just kept moving forward. Watching that fight when I knew you were a passer, like I was like, man, this guy's either gonna be really good or he's gonna get his ass kicked because passers are either really really good or they are terrible, dog, like bad. And you were obviously the good one. But some of the guys that try and fight that find God, not so good, man. I don't know why that is. You think anyone with true belief is going to be a warrior like you are, but like some people just try it because they're trying to replace some kind of addiction with another one, and they ain't made for this life. But like being a passer, at first I maybe underestimated you a little bit, but I will never make that mistake again. And I don't want anyone else to ever make that mistake again, dude. You are definitely a warrior guy.
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah, Dennis for sure is a warrior.
Yeah, dude, Robinson takes a fight on like what not even 7 days notice.
Yep.
Dude, like
Yeah.
this is two fucking warriors, man. I'm sorry for my language, Dennis.
Yeah.
This is
I was
man,
impressed
this is
with
an
him too.
exciting fight. And we were talking about this when we were breaking it down with Nick, and I wanted to get you guys on anyways, and then you guys came on together. It says so much about this fight. This fight is going to be August 3rd. You can put in K4 Robinson because Tyler knows how to do promos. So you can put in K4 Robinson and give Tyler credit for for this ticket sale. I'm trying to look up how to spell your name, dog. So you can give Dennis credit if you put in K4 Opolentisima. Good luck with that, Dennis. You're probably not going to sell too many tickets, right? Team Empire. So if you want to give Dennis money, don't give Dennis money. Send money to the church or send money to K4 Caveman's Corner, and we'll give it out to the other fighters. Sorry, Dennis, I gotta like give you a little chop for your name.
Yeah. All good.
Yeah. So definitely check out K4 Robinson. It's right there. It's easy to type in. When you do the promo code, you have to buy the ticket, and then there's a promo code area. Click on that, and then put in a K4 Robinson. A lot of guys don't get credit for ticket sales because they don't do that. So make sure that you guys do it. It really helps the fighters. And all joking aside, everyone that fights could use a little extra money. They don't get paid to fight. The only payments they get is what we give for K-Man's Corner and what they get for selling tickets. And we don't got a lot of money, so buy tickets from them, help them guys out.
They have to buy those tickets. If they want to give the fighters the credit, they have to buy the tickets, I think, by the first because we get paid at the weigh-ins.
Yeah. You definitely Yeah, they cut out the ticket sales either sometimes it's Friday morning and sometimes it's Thursday night. So get your tickets by Thursday, and the fighters for sure
Yep.
will get paid for it. Once the ticket sales are off, the fighters don't get credit for it because it's too late for them to give the money away because they do it at the weigh-ins, and then once the weigh-ins happen, Keith already got the money from the ticket ladies, so like they don't like he can't get any more from them. They keep it then. So like he's giving you when Keith gives you ticket money, like you guys are getting money out of he's giving the money out of his pockets because you guys are helping sell
Yeah.
tickets. What's that, Ray?
So, do they get credit for pay-per-view fights?
I don't know. We should find it out.
Yeah.
We'll find it out for sure, and then we'll post on Caveman's Corner. We should give away some of the ticket sales too. I'm not sure how that works though, because Keith has to go through an outside source to get the pay-per-view
Okay.
and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. So they might.
So
Yeah. So it might not. Yeah.
yeah, well, I'll find out for sure. I don't think so, but I'm not 100% sure. But if you
Okay.
do get you can go to K4fighting.tv and you can listen to me and Ray and Ben Field talk about this amazing fight that's going to happen if you can't make it there. And this will help them out. I do got one question for you, Tyler. Keith puts these fights on, and that means you can't really corner. Is it going to be a hindrance to you not having Keith in your corner? I know you went through this once already. What's it like not having your head coach in your corner?
It's discouraging, but that's part of the fight game. Everything doesn't go the way you want to, so you got to adapt and keep pushing. So regardless of who's in my corner, I know anybody who's in my corner is going to support me fully. Uh, Josh were in my corner last time. They did a great job. Thank you, boys. Um, Whoever it is from Booma, it could be a dude off the street. I'll be okay.
And then Dennis, like you're in a room where there's like 10,000 guys fighting. So your coaches are going to be out at the cage most of the time you're prepping to warm up. So your coaches are going to be coaching other people. Does that affect your prep to walk out, to warm up, to go out and fight?
You know what? Honestly, I don't think so. I'm super hyped about the Empire lineup that we have. Everybody on that lineup is an animal, and so that locker room energy, I expect, and everybody just supporting everybody. That's how our team rolls, anyways. And so we're going to be back there in business and warming each other up. So not worried about them being out with the other fighters.
Matt Kemp gave you some fighter signs there, Tyler. Another guy that's on the card for you Boomer guys. He's also making his debut. I know he's been working with Josh a
Yes,
lot too.
sir.
So I know Boomer guys got a lot of guys on the card. You guys are always fighting. Team Empire guys, you guys are always fighting too. You're really prepared. Usually Team Empire is fighting Team WNY. Why do you guys not like the Buffalo guys? When are you guys gonna fight someone that's not from Buffalo?
Hey, we're not the ones doing the matchmaking, man. We're just taking the fight.
Team Empire's been like the Buffalo spoilers, man. They come in and they beat all the Buffalo guys. So no offense, I got root against you, Dennis, because I'm a Buffalo guy. I'm just saying, I'm impartial.
Oh man, I enjoyed that fight though, man. I learned a lot from us.
All right, so this is the part of the podcast where I throw it to Ray, and I throw Ray under the bus. Ray, how do you see this fight going, and who's gonna win?
Damn. Jesus. Man.
The hot seat.
Man. It's gonna be, this is gonna be a good fight. To be honest, it's not going to the judges. It's not. It's
You
gonna
don't think
somebody
so?
gonna get knocked out. Somebody gonna get knocked out, and that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Who's it gonna be?
I don't know. One of them. I don't know. I don't know, Caveman.
Ray, you're
All I know
terrible.
it's gonna end in the knockout. That's all I know.
Oh, I like that. I'm
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get knockout of the night. That's $100 from Caveman's Corner for
Yep.
knockout of the night. So, guys, if you're watching this and you're fighting, If you think you got knockout tonight or submission tonight, hang around. Don't leave. We'd like to give you the money in person, and we take a little 1-minute video so we can post it. Please, like, we're giving you $100. You can give us 1 minute of your time. It's like that's all we're asking. Like, we'll come up to you and we'll tell you. Like, the only thing that sucks about it is like when I'm like, you guys are gonna fight like 8th or 9th or whatever. I'm like, oh, stick around because you're gonna get the money. And then the main event is like a huge knockout, and I'm like, oh, that's the worst. But I try and make it up to you guys. I try and give you guys some extra cash. I usually bring a little extra money just in case something like that happens. But really, like, I'm already giving away like more than I make calling the show. But like, I really want to promote K4, and so please stick around if you think you had an awesome performance. Fight tonight, both guys get $100, and honestly, I think this one might be a fight of the night. I don't think either one of these two guys are gonna knock each other out. I think we're gonna get some like some rubber legs where these guys are both like wobbling around, but I don't think either one of these guys quits, man. And I think it's really gonna come down to the second half of the third round because, man, I think Tyler's gonna take the first, and I think Dennis is gonna fire back in the second, and then like, man, the third round's gonna be it. Like, it could be Robinson just hanging on to try and win the round, or it could be a battle. Like, Dennis could win the second round and be taking over the third. Like, I think the third round is going to determine this match, and I would never doubt Dennis's chin, and I'm not going to doubt Tyler's cardio anymore because, like, dude, like taking a fight on 7 days, making the second round, and being explosive like that still says he had gas in the tank. So I think this is a fight that the fans don't want to miss. And I'm not going to undersell either one of these guys. I think these two guys are two of the biggest warriors on the card. Tyler, without a doubt, you stepping up on 7 days less than 7 days notice just tells what kind of warrior you are. Yeah. And Dennis, man, like, you've gone through we know your life story. You've been on the podcast. We talk about everything you've been through. I know that you're never going to quit. You're not doing this to like be a fighter. You're doing this because you're living the fight life, man. And all the fight fans should watch the show. And I know, like, I think that Tyler, like, knows he thinks he's gonna run through you, but like, it's gonna be different, man. Dennis got like that like dome that just doesn't break. Like, I don't know. I'm excited to see this match. And Tyler, if I'm wrong, like, I give you $100, and then hopefully you won't beat me up and knock my dome off. And like, I say, yeah. What's that? I'm sorry, John.
No, I'm not gonna say you're wrong or anything, but yeah, I just don't see it going to the third.
I love it, man, and I love it. And, like, if I'm wrong, you can come punch me in the face at the gym too. That's the best thing. Like, we're so close to each other. Like, I know whatever I say, like, I gotta like live up to it. So hopefully, I think I'll be a Boomer this week. I might be a Boomer this Saturday. And like I said, you're always invited to come out and come and check out. Same thing for you, Dennis. You're always welcome at Integrity anytime. Dude, I'd love to have you come in just to come in and talk to like kids class once. I think that'd be I'd pay you to come in and do it. And then you can
that'd be sweet.
Class. I think that'd be awesome. Like, you have a lot of knowledge, and like, I want to promote like all the good values to the kids. And I'm not really the best person for that because my values aren't always the best. But I try to be a good person the best that I can, and I do my very, very best to instill that into the kids I coach. And like, you come from everything, and I'd love to see you come in one time and just talk to the kids. I think it's made for you. Awesome. You're a good talker too. And Tyler, I can't wait to get it in. So, one last time, August 3rd, K4 Fighting. You can get the tickets online. There'll be a link in this bio. Tyler Robinson, he's taking on Dennis Opolentisima. How you say your name?
Worse. Caveman, it just gets worse. It went from good to bad.
Yeah, it gets worse. Oppenheimer. Well, he's fighting Dennis Oppenheimer, and he's going to drop the juke. So.
Oh, man.
I'm pretty sure I was saying that during the one fight, right? I was calling you Oppenheimer.
I heard
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I said that once, and then I was going to turn it into a bomb joke, and then like Ben just kept looking at me because I was saying your name so bad. Oh my God, I can't say it now.
Opolentisima.
Opolentisima. Opolentisima. I'm going to practice. I get it right. I get it right on the pay-per-view. Tyler Robinson. It's easy to say. I'm going to ask you how to say it before the fight.
I'll send you a voice message, bro.
I can just play it. If you send me a voice message every time I say your name, I'll play it on the broadcast. That'd be awesome. I think that'd be hilarious. I'll be like, hey, man, I did some homework. I got him to say his name for me, so I didn't have to say it.
Get the
All
cheat.
right, man. Thank you guys for coming on. Thank you guys for not trash talking, Dennis. I like the trash talking ones too, but I want to give respect to the. We talked about before he came online about giving respect to Dennis for being a passer, and I don't want to throw him under the bus or throw any shade at that profession. And I appreciate you very much, Tyler, for coming on and being very cool. I know that you're a cool guy, and I can't wait to interview one of you guys in the ring. And man, I can't wait to watch both of you guys fight in K4. And hopefully you guys get fight of the night, not knock on the night, because I'd like to give you both money instead of just one of you.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. Fans, keep an eye on this one. Thank you very much, Dennis. I know I got you 10 minutes longer than you said. I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you for coming on. Tyler, it's been an honor to have you on the podcast. And I can't wait to throw some hands with you soon. Hopefully I get to see you in next week, man, in just a few days. And we'll get in. Don't beat me up too bad, though, because I got to talk.
Hey,
If you can cuss me too much, man, I'll be saying everyone's name wrong. I'll be calling out Ray like Rod. And it gets bad, man. The CTE builds up. All right, guys. Thank you so much for your time. Remember, K4 Robinson, K4 Caveman's Corner, or K4 Dennis. Good luck with that one. Sorry, Dennis. Your name is so hard to spell. Like,
Good. I got you, bro.
that's a lot of typing to type in on the phone. It's way easier to put Caveman's Corner in and give us credit so we can give away more money. If we make more than $400, we'll give away more than $400. We'll give away every cent we make for sure. And that's my promise. I guarantee you that. We're very transparent with all the money that we get in. Like everyone that donates to the podcast goes out to the fighters. Everyone that donates to the website, out to the fighters. Like every penny we make, we give away. And that's like something we'll always, something we'll do as long as we can, not always, because if we start getting in millions of dollars, I'm taking some of them. I'm sorry, dog, because I'm sick of eating ramen noodles and shit. But we'll take some of the money, and then we'll give the rest away. All right, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for coming on Caveman's Corner. August 3rd, K4, Riverworks, 6 p.m. start time. Do not miss it. If you can't make it, K4Fighting.tv. Watch it. Listen to me and Ray and Benfield. And it won't get better than this. I promise you, this is going to be a fight you don't want to miss. Peace.
Peace out.